Hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome back to Unbound Soul Tarot. My name is Helen, and I am so happy to see you back on my channel, or see you on my channel if you are new here. So this week we are going to be looking at your mind. We're going to be delving deep into your current mindset. We're going to see what is your most dominant mindset that you are currently in, and what kind of mindset you should adopt or take on more for your highest good. So yeah, kind of a simple reading, but at the same time, hopefully we'll get some good advice for you guys. Now, before we get into the reading, I just want to remind you quickly that please use your discernment as always when you are watching these kinds of tarot readings, because they are not personal, they are general. So not all of the messages are going to resonate with every single one of you. Only take the bits that you do actually resonate with and that speak to your current circumstances, and everything else you can leave in the not in the past, but leave behind, okay? And yeah, that's it, I suppose. Also this week I'm using the Archetypes deck by Carolyn Miss. This is a rather new deck in my collection, but this is going to give us some more context into your current mindset. Now, I am going to be doing it somewhat differently this time. I'm going to be getting all the cards out. I'm going to speed you guys through that process. I'm not going to speak through that. I'm just going to lay out the cards and then we'll get into them, okay? So, yeah, let's get to it. My goodness, your reading is so interesting, so fascinating. I'm actually going to take out the underlying energies as well. I've been doing that a lot in these readings because these underlying energies usually give a lot of context to the reading, and so is the case this time as well. So I'm going to read all the cards out to you just because I'm not sure that you'll be able to read these small prints. So these two cards here talking about your current mindset that you are predominantly in right now. We have Peace in reverse, and we have Companion, with the light attributes being loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness, and shadow attributes being betrayal by misusing confidences, loss of personal identity. And these three cards over here are talking about the current, sorry, not the current, but the mindset that you should adopt or take on more for your highest good. We have Observer, and we have Yin, and we have Gossip, with the light attributes being awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust, and shadow attributes being thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. And the underlying energies are the Unfinished Symphony card and Angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So something funny that I wanted to note was that the Unfinished Symphony card was the underlying energy throughout this whole reading. Like, first of all, these cards came out this came out almost instantly. And these cards came out kind of quickly as well. But Unfinished Symphony was the underlying energy for this card as well. So it's clear that this is a very significant message in this reading. And what I'm feeling with your reading is that you may be stuck in somewhat of a cycle, something that just keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. And I'm getting the sense that it's something to do with your helping other people, with you being there for other people, with you trying to help others by coming up with solutions to their problems, but trying to help solve problems for other people. Because, I mean, everyone knows that Virgo is the sign of service, right? So that's one of the kind of the cliche and very often spoken of traits about Virgo's archetype. And it seems that that's exactly what is coming through in this reading as well. So let's get into the actual mindsets, shall we? So it's kind of clear that with both of these cards, It seems that you are currently very preoccupied with either a specific person, like one very specific person. It could be a friend, a best friend. It could be like a friendship thing, or it could be a romantic thing. Or it could even be like a sibling thing, right? So it can be platonic love as well, but it's clear that that your focus is on someone else right now. Again, it can be one person, it can be several people. It seems that right now all of your focus, or most of your focus, is on helping other people, on being there for other people, and I see that kind of being somewhat draining on your own energy. It's actually like I feel a similarity to Leo's reading that I just finished. There is a similar quality, but at the same time there's a very different quality. But it's something to do with you kind of giving of yourself, you trying to be there for other people without like expecting anything in return, right? As the card says, no expectation of return. And it seems to be that you are dealing with other people's problems as if they are your own problems. You seem to be taking on a lot of other people's stuff and almost like try and solve them, try and deal with them as if they were your own. You get so invested in your friends or in your like relations issues and dramas and problems that you kind of allow those to maybe overwhelm you in a bit, like in a way. Yeah, and it's coming from such a sincere place. It is such a beautiful thing to do, to be there for other people. But I do see from these cards over here that you are being asked to take more of an inactive role in what it is that you're doing, because right now it seems that you are giving a bit too much of yourself. You are investing yourself too heavily in other people's things, again, like at the detriment of yourself, because you are just draining, you are leaking out energy, putting it into other people's issues, into things that are not actually your issues, that are not actually your burdens to carry. And again, it is such a beautiful thing to do, but it does seem to be taking a bit too much out of you. So instead, what you are being asked to do here is to still be supportive, to still be there for your friends or for your spouse or for your sibling, whatever. But do that from a more like kind of passive perspective. Have a more inactive approach where you can just be the observer, or where you can just be the shoulder to lean on and the shoulder to cry on, and like offer your emotional support without getting so heavily invested into the whole issue and trying to solve those problems or trying to clear out those problems. Because again, as the card says, right, you can still have consideration of others' feelings. You can still be there, right? Like this feminine energy who is very receptive, who is very nurturing and very loving and caring. But the feminine doesn't act. The feminine doesn't give. The masculine does. And it's so funny that you are getting two of these more passive cards where you are literally asked to observe, to take kind of a step back and to just kind of to see how events unfold, to see what is happening. Again, to still be present, right? You can still be there for your friends, or you can still be there, you can still offer your support, but you don't have to put so much of yourself into the process that you end up taking on other people's stuff, other people's issues, that you start carrying burdens that are not yours to carry. Okay? So let's see how this current mindset that you are in, how this is serving you and how this is restricting or holding you back. So how is this current mindset of Virgo serving them? How is this current mindset that Virgo is in, how is it serving them? Oh yeah, see, we have the Queen of Wands with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it seems that you are being a very... Oh, look at that, with the Ace of Cups as the underlying energy. Seems that you are being a very good support system for someone. That you are very good at easing someone's anxiety, easing someone's stress and worry. And I feel that people really appreciate you for that. You seem to have a very significant position in other people's lives. They truly value for that. There is a lot of, as you can see, there's, oh my God, the Ace of Swords behind that. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of emotional fulfillment. And I do see, again, it seems to be coming from such a sincere place, both from your side and from other people's side. They truly do appreciate you offering your support, offering your energy to them, offering your expertise or your knowledge or your resources, whatever it is that you are offering them. However it is that you are there for the people who are coming to you for support. It seems that you are actually like truly helping them. And clearly people appreciate that. Clearly. And it might even make you feel really good as well to get this love and appreciation from other people, to get this respect from other people. They might really look up to you and like commend you on your intelligence, on your creativity, on your inventiveness, on how you are able to deal with these issues, or how creative and how imaginative and how inventive you are with dealing with those issues. Maybe you are offering them solutions that they didn't even think of, and that's why they keep coming to you. So it's kind of like a two-way thing, where you are allowing other people more peace of mind, where you are calming down other people's anxieties, other people's worries. So clearly it makes you feel good that you're able to help them. But then in turn, other people are complimenting you. They are, thankful to you. They are giving their kind of affection and appreciation to you in return, which again makes you feel good as well. So it's kind of like two things feeding into each other. And again, with this unfinished symphony, as I said, it seems to be a cycle. It seems to be a recurring theme that keeps happening. So you may be someone, especially with the Queen of Wands being here, and I do feel that this is representing you. You may be someone who keeps attracting those kinds of people into your life, where, people who do need your support, people who do need your intelligence and who do need your help. You may be drawing those kinds of people in because of your very, very strong and very supportive and very nurturing energy. There is this special aura about you that is a very calming and a very soothing effect on other people. But let's see how this mindset is restricting you. Okay, that is so crazy. Wow. So the Page of Cups, which I think was in reverse at first, but then it kind of slid upwards. So we have the King of Wands in reverse with the Page of Cups. And the Six of Cups is the underlying energy. It's not allowing your own emotional needs to be met because you are constantly the one giving of yourself. And it is draining on your energy. The King of Wands in reverse here. It's draining on your energy. It's like, exactly. And I love that. Do you see how beautifully this is coming out? We have these two counterpart cards coming out, but with the Queen and the King of Wands. And the masculine is coming out reversed, which means that the masculine energy is getting drained. Exactly the active, the kind of the assertive, the dominant, the fiery, the driven aspect, right? The one who does. Whereas the feminine, who is, as these cards are suggesting, more receptive, more still, more just allowing, those energies are coming out. This is coming out upright. So the message is kind of just being confirmed here that your own energy is getting drained by this, and no one is really looking after your own emotional needs. Those are kind of being left unattended, or they are not tended to. Yeah. And with the Six of Cups coming out over here, again, it's there is some sort of indication for like childhood roots or childhood influences. It's kind of coming back to this theme of this being something that you have been playing out for some time, for quite some time. Maybe even your whole life. Maybe it's something that you've always done. Maybe even when you were a child, you were kind of way more advanced, way more mature than other kids your age. And you kind of had to take on this more responsible role for others. But it seems to be that there is some kind of history in this cycle, that it is a recurring thing for you. Okay, but let's see how this new mindset that you are asked to take on more, how this would benefit you in the future, and what this would help heal for you. So let's see what this would heal for you. We have the High Priest or the Hierophant with the Knight of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Kind of gonna scooch those up. Yeah, I feel that this would allow you to still be the support system, still be the mentor, still be the kind of the wise one that people turn to. You would still be able to pass on your wisdom and your knowledge and your expertise, but do that from a more peaceful, from a more relaxed state, where again you wouldn't be giving so much of yourself. It's more of a passive support system, because it seems that you are very much used to like solving things and kind of being the one who gets rid of problems, who deals with issues, who deals with the things that other people either don't want to deal with or that they don't know how to deal with. And because this comes so naturally to you, because you are someone who people just automatically turn to, because they expect you to know everything. They expect you to be the one who always has the answers, who always has a solution. It's something that, like, because it comes so naturally to you, it's something that people expect of you almost. And I see that because other people expect this of you, you have taken this on yourself as something that you feel that you have to do, or feel that is like your role, or is like your obligation in a way. But again, it doesn't have to drain you this much. You can still pass on your knowledge, you can still be of use to people, but being that, or offering that from a more self-preserving way, or from a self-preserving aspect. Okay, and let's see how this mindset would benefit you in the future. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at these beautiful major arcanas coming through. We have the Magician, which is actually your card. It's Mercurial. So you are coming through, closing out this reading beautifully. I see you kind of coming back into your full power, because right now, again, it seems that your masculine energy is getting drained heavily. You are leaking masculine energy, which means that you don't have that much masculine energy. Again, we're not talking about genders, okay? We're talking about masculine, feminine energy, which all of us have, both of those. So you are leaking masculine energy, which means that you don't have that much masculine energy for yourself, which means that maybe your own life is stagnating in some aspects, or you don't have that much energy to push your own things forward, to work on your own progress, because you are getting so heavily sucked into other people's stuff, other people's dramas and issues. And with this more like feminine focused energy, or with this more receptive mindset or attitude to other people, where you are listening, where you are taking information in, where you are offering your support, but again, in a more passive way, that you're not getting so heavily involved, that way you can kind of progress much more effectively. You will kind of regain your power. You will be able to move again. Because again, it seems that right now there is not a lot of movement forward for you, because all of your masculine energy is being invested in other things, other places. So let me kind of move those, because yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there though. I feel like this was such a clear and concise message. I may have been going over it a couple of times and just repeating it, because sometimes these messages just have to be repeated. Sometimes they are so important to be received. And I feel like that's the case with you guys, because I feel like you really, really, really needed to hear this message, because you might forget about your own needs at times. But anyway, that's it, my sweet Virgo. I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this reading was useful to you, and that you got something that would allow you to move forward in a more effective and a more positive way. So if that's the case, please feel free to let me know that you got something useful from this reading. I would so appreciate the feedback. You can give me a thumbs up. You can leave me a comment if you want to talk to me more specifically. I would also love it if you decided to subscribe and stick around. That would mean so much to me, because I am trying to build up this little community here, and I would really appreciate it if you were part of that. But yeah, thank you, and I am sending you guys so much love and light. As always, please take care of yourselves, and I do hope to see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.